Marriage checkup. Marriage checkup. Let's talk about checking in on our marriage, ladies. Marriage checkup. I want to use the example of a car. When we take our car in for maintenance, when we take our car in for checkup, sometimes there's warning, the check engine light will come on. And in marriage, sometimes that check engine light will come on. But guess what? Sometimes oh, I can ride another 100 miles. I can put another 100 miles before I actually take it in to get checked out. Sometimes that's what we do in our marriage. We see the warning signs. We see that things not the way it could be. There's lack in our marriage, be it communication or whatever it is. We see these red flags, we overlook them. I want to encourage you, Queen, to take your marriage in for maintenance. And you can't do that once a year. You cannot just let your marriage just go from day to day without checking in on it. And you know what? And that's true not just in marriage. That's true in life, in your single life, in your job, in being a mother. You just can't just let things just go lacking and seeing red flags and overlooking those red flags. You have to be in tune. I'm talking to us women because that's what my platform is about. It's about women major in marriage, whether they're single, trying to learn marriage, whether they're engaged, trying to prepare for marriage, whatever the season is. I'm hoping that you can find value in this content. Hope that you can find value in this content. Your marriage need maintenance. Have the check engine light come on yet? What are the warning signs? Women, we have to continue to whatever we can to make our marriage a thriving marriage. We just can't live off a marriage that's barely surviving. We're living like roommates. We're just best friends and not really partners. We're just best friends. You know your best friend, you see them here and there, you communicate here and there, you talk here and there. We have to have a thriving marriage. And I'm going to talk about the maintenance, the maintenance on our marriage. Take your marriage in for maintenance. I'm going to talk about three important parts about maintenance and using our car for an example. The first one is the tune up. Hmm, tune up. Our marriage need a tune up. Yeah, our marriage be needing some tune ups. You know, we so busy. We living in a busy society. There's so much distraction, so much noise going on around us. Our marriage sometimes unintentionally get overlooked. Take it in, get a tune up. Tune up. It's making noise, it's rattling, it's shaking, it's not driving as smooth as it once was. Take your marriage in for tune up. Tune up on the areas that are lacking. And that could be tuning up on your communication, on parenting, on budgeting, whatever area. Everybody know what area in their marriage need tune up. You know when something just ain't right. You know what I mean? We get along, we laugh, we talking, we're not throwing pots and pan at each other, but there's something just lacking. We're just going through the motion day in, day out. Get a tune up. Take it in. When you first got that car, oh baby, didn't nobody have to tell you to keep it clean. Didn't nobody tell you it was time for maintenance. Need a tune up. Same. When you got married, you was doing all these things and you were so excited. But guess what? Life started happening. Life started happening and we get slack. Same thing when that car started getting old. You used to wouldn't even eat in it. Now you got crumbs everywhere in the car. Clothes, dust, paper, receipts, mail, whatever in the car. You hadn't had it that long now, but you get so comfortable. We, let me make sure I say we, because I'm talking to me as well. We get comfortable. We get so comfortable. The next one we're going to talk about is the oil change. Oil change. Need an oil change in marriage? Remember I said we're using the car as an example. Now, I don't know a whole lot about cars, but I do know from hearing my husband say, keep that oil. You have to make sure you check the oil. Take it in and get your oil change. Because if not, the engine, I think, the engine will lock up. Honey, if you don't get the oil change, your marriage will lock up. What's the oil? The anointing, the prayer life, the prayer life. What's your prayer life in marriage? Are you lacking? Honey, if you don't pray, that marriage will lock up. You need both of you praying. Both. Both of you praying. Husband and wife. Well, I pray, but my husband, well, don't you stop. Continue to pray. Continue to pray. The unbelieving husband is won over by his wife praying, praying in their marriage. That's the oil. That's the anointing. You have to pray in season, out of season. Pray when things are going so good. You know when it's time when in marriage when golly, like, oh God, I'm walking on pins and needles, everything just so good. Oh, I can't believe it's like I'm living a fairy tale. Honey, when it's like that, don't stop praying. Pray. Have those prayers built up because guess what? There's gonna be some different seasons coming in your marriage. And you might even have the strength to pray like you need to. But you can pull from them that you have stored up. You can pull for those that you have stored up. Pray for your husband. We have to pray for our men. Men don't show a lot of emotions, but they have them. They get tired, they get burnt out, they get frustrated. They go on these jobs and have to deal with different people. They working overtime. They come home, they're tired. Then they got to come home to a nagging wife, a wife that don't clean, don't cook, don't do nothing. And I'm not saying the wife have to do everything. I think it's a teamwork. And especially if you're a wife that works outside of the home, I think it should be a teamwork. But I'm using that to say that men go through things. Pray for your husband. Pray for him when he leave out. Pray for him when he come in. Pray for him during the day. Send him an encouragement note, an encouragement word, a text, encourage. Pick up the phone and call. Hey, honey, how your day going? Just was thinking about you. That's the oil change. That is the oil change. Get that oil change. Guess what the next one is? Y'all guess what the next one is? The third one in reference to a car. If you gotten this far on this video, I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't just skip through the video. I pray that you listen from the beginning to the end. I pray that you have found value in it. I pray that you give me a thumbs up. I pray you'll leave me a comment. All my subscribers, thank you, thank you, thank you so very much. And those who haven't subscribed, I'm going to sit here 1 minute, give you a chance to hit that subscribe button. Come on, for more great content. You're going to start seeing more of me. I drop at least 4 videos a week, sometimes 5. But I'm going to do more on camera this time because I want to connect with you. Because there's so many failing marriages. This platform is for women that are married, those that not only want surviving marriage, you just don't want that surviving time that you want to thrive in marriage. It's for the woman that is engaged, to encourage that engaged woman. Hey, honey, you need to prepare for being a wife before preparing for that wedding date. That wedding date just gonna last a few minutes. But guess what? That marriage is a lifetime. And then this platform is to the single woman that is in her season of waiting on God to send a husband. I said waiting on God to send a husband, to not to be discouraged, but to encourage her, to love on herself, to be busy about the things of God while she waits. While she waits. Do those things that you can prepare for being a wife. Work on your credit score. What do you have to bring to the table? Work on your goals and your dreams. Don't sit back and say, I'm waiting on my husband and I'm going to start doing this. If you need to go back to school, go back to school. Be busy while you wait on your husband. That is what this platform is all about. If that's something that resonates with you, then hit that notification bell so you'll be notified each and every time I load a video. We're going to talk about that third one. Rotate the tires. Why do people take their car in for rotation of tires? Like I told y'all, I have very little knowledge of a car maintenance, but I do know some things. I know some things just listening to my husband. I know some things. Rotate the tires. You're rotating the tires, keep balance. Because if you just keep driving on the tire, you'll wear those tires out. So you want to keep balance on your marriage. Rotate your marriage. Be creative. Be creative. Stop just have a routine. And we have a routine and not really intended to have a routine. But we so busy, get up in the morning. Hey, how you doing? Goodbye. Have a good day. Have a nice day. Talk to you later. Come home. Good evening. What's for dinner? I don't know what you got taste for. I don't know what you got taste for. Well, we got some leftover. We eat some of that. Or we'll order some. Get the dinner, eat the dinner, get a shower. The wife sometimes, if children involved, they trying to get them situated, trying to get yourself situated. If you have a job, if you're in church, you're trying to get the Bible study, you're trying to get to church, or whatever that is, your routine is. You will get busy unintentionally. You get busy if you're trying to run a business. You get busy if you're trying to do YouTube. You get all busy with all these distractions. And guess what? The marriage will end up on autopilot, where it just cruising along by itself. No creativity. That's when you have to make sure that you're rotating those tires in your marriage. You don't want to just wear one side out. You don't want to do that. You want a thriving marriage. And when it's just a routine, it's not thriving. That's not a thriving marriage. And sometimes we end up getting content. You'll hear people say, oh, my husband and I, we have a beautiful marriage. Oh, we have a perfect marriage. Honey, look me in my eye. You do not have a perfect marriage. You have gotten so immune to the way things are. You think it's normal. That's not normal to live like that. There's no creativity. You never ever date. You go out here and there. You never ever travel. You just hustling and bustling. Hustling and hustling and bustling. Working and working and working. And nothing wrong with working, and especially if you're young, that's what you need to do if you want to build something, if you want to leave legacy, you want to build generational wealth, you need to work. But I'm saying if you're married, don't don't let your marriage go on the back burner while you're trying to make some extra dollars. Don't let your marriage go on the back burner. You got women that'll work, 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 work. How about it? That will work, 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 work. Working, you have anything to show for it. And I'm really now talking to those 55 and older. A lot of people just still hustling and bustling. And what are you trying to get? You don't have anything to show, no more than you had 5 years ago, but you still hustling and bustling. Enjoy life. We only have this moment that is promised to us. Do some things. You and your husband do some things. I don't want to be bored. Do some things. Travel. Go see the world. Spend time with those grandchildren. Go on lunch dates. Go on dinner dates. Have goals and dreams. You sit back and you'll see people have worked 50 years, nothing to show for it. 50 years still struggling. Or they making money and piling it up in the bank and gonna die and leave it, and the children gonna mess over in 6 months, if 6 months. Enjoy your life. We only have this moment promised to us. Rotate them tires, honey. Take the front tires and put them to the back. That's what they do. Take the back and put them to the front. Rotate those tires. Be creative. Do some things. Have a thriving sex life. You don't even have time. You don't even have time to make time. Be intimate because you're tired. I'm tired. I wait till the weekend. The weekend comes. Ooh, I'm finna give me some rest. I don't feel like being bothered. Go on, whatever. Well, let's rotate those tires. Let's communicate. Talk, talk, and talk some more. Listen, ladies. Listen, ladies. We have to listen. We have to be in tune. Be in tune. You see that check engine light keep popping on? Stop saying you can go so many more miles. You don't know if you can go so many miles before it break down. You really don't know. We really don't know. We assume we're gonna be here tomorrow, but we really don't know. And we assume that our spouse is gonna be with us forever. We don't know. We don't know. I was talking to my neighbor, which I check on her often. Her husband died in 2024. She lived right across the street from me, right over there. And her husband died suddenly. A man that was always working in their yard. There have been times he's gotten out with trash, our garbage can, and pushed it back up in the yard. And he died. They had one child that lived out of town. She prepared to move in the state that her daughter lives in. One thing she said, love on your husband. You have goals, dreams, visions about your marriage, but that don't mean you're going to get a chance to do them all. Do what you can while you can. Somebody can have a heart attack. Somebody, anything can happen. That you can't do this or he can't do this, but do what you can. She said, we focus too hard on, oh, when we both retire, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Sometimes you got to start before retirement, baby, especially if you one of them that's going to work till you're 70 years old. How much time you think you have left? She said, oh, they going to do this. The goal was to go here and do that. I encourage people. I do travel agent on the side. I want to say as a hobby. I just love doing travel agent because my husband and I have always traveled. And not by way of military. He was in the military, but he was on that 6 years. We only was assigned to two bases in our marriage. We constantly kept somewhere we wanted to go on our calendar, and we made it happen. We made it happen. We made it happen. We've been to Hawaii. We've been to Mexico, Jamaica, Punta Cana, the Dominican, Puerto Rico, Costa Rica. Oh, so many places in the States just on vacation. We always take a vacation for our anniversary. For our anniversary, we get away. We've always had on our calendar a vacation for the children, which is usually spring and in the fall, spring break and fall. So it's very important not to just put everything on the back burner. Do what you can while you can. If you can listen and take it from a person, I've been retired 13 years, and from the federal court, I worked 30 years there. But I want to encourage that wife to rotate those tires. Change up. Stop focusing so hard on how you can get more money. Oh, I gotta worry. I need to get more money. Well, what are you doing with the money you have? Are you still in debt? So you think if you keep on working, work yourself to death, you're trying to work yourself to death to get out of debt? Come up with a budget. Come up with a plan. Come up with a plan for your future. Don't work all your life. If you work till you 60, how many more years you think you got left? Another 60? There's a lot to do out there. I knew when I retired, I wasn't just going to sit down. I started doing my travel agent. I was so into traveling, and I wanted to do it while I worked, but I had to go to school in another city in the evening, and that wasn't going to work with my work schedule and my children. So I said, when I retire, I want to research. When I found out, well, I had somebody reach out to me, which was nobody but God. And when I found out I could take classes online to become certified, I did that. And I love doing travel. I love booking travel. If you need a travel agent, I'm your girl. You need a travel agent, I'm your girl. I knew I wasn't going to sit down. God has a purpose for all of us in life. And if you are doing your job, working, you don't even have time to seek Him for what. You might be an encourager. He might want you to go out there and just encourage women. He might want you to be a mentor for children. He might want you to encourage married people. He might want you to encourage single people. Might want you to talk to people about budgeting, about finance, about investing. Seek God for your purpose. You'll have something to do. And you'll be on your own schedule. And you'll be able to live your best life. You will be able to live your best life. Love retirement. I love what I do. I'm not on nobody's schedule but my own. I schedule everything I have to do. I know what I'm doing. I know my off days. I know the days I want to work evenings. I know the days I want to work nights. I choose my schedule. And that's what I love about time freedom. Your time is everything. You're not going to be able to get all this time back. Keep hustling, keep bustling, working for our children, working for grown children, working for grandchildren. Oh, I'm now my children grown, working for my grandchildren. Well, after a while, they'll be having children. Oh, I'm working for my great grandchildren. I'm not working. I'm not working for anybody. I'm working for myself. We're a blessing to our children. We're a blessing to our grandchildren. I cannot work and still be a blessing to my children and grandchildren. So sometimes people just feed themselves things to make themselves feel good. Oh yeah, I'm gonna work to do this. Oh, I'm gonna work to buy me two more cars. Do you need two more cars? Can you still get another car, one car, other car while you're not working? And to those young people, them Generation X out there, they're spending every penny you get. Honey, 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 rotate your tires. Stop buying everything you see, because at the end of the day, people don't care about that purse you bought. They don't care if you bought a $3,000 purse and you overdrawn in your checking account. You don't even have $300 in your savings account. People don't really care about that. Only somebody being stressed out is you trying to impress people. Get you all a job, get you a career, because I'm telling you, before you know it, 20 years of your life will have passed by. You'll be still talking about, oh, I ain't got enough money in my retirement. I got to still work. You got to work till you're 70 years old. Don't do that. That's not life. That's not abundant life. God came that we have abundant life, have life more abundantly. Hustling and bustling is not abundant life. So let's not forget maintenance, checkup on our marriage, making sure our marriage is a thriving marriage. Don't forget the three points I told you about: rotating them tires. Oh God, changing that oil. Please don't forget to change your oil. Don't let it lock up on you. Get that tune up. Get your tune up on your marriage. Ladies, as I always say, try to leave a person. Try to leave a person better than you found them. And if you found value in this, leave me a comment. Let me know if you're married. Let me know if you're in your season of waiting. You're in your season of waiting. You're engaged. You're single. You just enjoying single life. You don't desire to be married. Or you've been married, done that, and that's it. Let me know. And let me know what kind of content you like listening to. Until next time, go on and have the most amazing, amazing day. Maybe y'all know Tabitha Brown. She said, if you can't have a good one, don't you dare go messing up nobody else. I love you, ladies, with the love of God.